folks? Box Associated checking in. I'm a guy, Jalil Hackett. Of course, like a week away, here for this upcoming fight over in Las Vegas here, man. Part of the Underdog Series, man. Like, how you been feeling here, man, in camp?
I've been feeling good, man. You know, we done had a great camp. You know, ready to put on the show.
Yeah, no doubt here, man. And you're going up here against what, Elijah Vines, and you know, just getting your first fight back. I know you had something that was scheduled for March, but you know, some of the injuries. So now you're just getting right back into it here, about to, you know, get back active again. So like, that's what it is. It's all about getting active again.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know, like you said, we had some scheduled in March. Injuries canceled that. We hadn't been in the ring since last December, so you know, it's a good get back. You know, it's a gift and a curse. You know, ring rust is one thing, but also it gives you time to rest. You know, I had a lot of rest time, a lot of time to get myself together physically, mentally. Now I'm just ready to, you know, get in there and get out.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, the thing about it was, is like, you know, with what was happening like within that last fight, and then trying to get the get back and everything, that you know, they had people that was following you, and then now they're like down on you. So it's like you just you know, having that redemption tour basically, you know, here this time around, and it's just starting here for September 11th against Elijah Vines. So you know, you had this fight here, found blow in Las Vegas. So like, what is your plan to like try to get back up into the rankings? At least here, like if it's gonna be at 154.
You know, we start off here. You know, we're not looking past Vines. You know, he's a good fighter. 8-0, 7 knockouts. But you know, we get through this first, and then, you know, I regroup with the team and we figure out what's the next step. But this right here will be an important step in my, you know, this will be my first fight at 154. So this will be an important step towards, you know, getting ranked up there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, with the thing with the injury, it was like something there, you know, kind of like limited your movement and things like that. So you had to like fully recover from that first, and make sure you're able to move around very well and do things like that. Then, you know, get right back into work in the gym and stuff like that. So, like, how is it, you know, with the foot and after the injury and like being 100% right now?
It's good. You know, originally when I injured myself, I thought I rolled my ankle. You know, that's what I was told. But when I went to see my primary caretaker, you know, they looked at it more. They was like, you know, you dislocated your ankle. So, you know, the recovery time was a little bit longer than I expected. But, you know, it was all about being 100%. You know, I wanted to be 100% when I got back in there, so I could give the fans the best version, the best version of myself, and I could be the best version of myself, you know. So, yeah, it's just all about, you know, getting back and being 100% myself. That's all.
Word, for sure, for sure. And, you know, what I was saying there is like you were working on your movement a lot, you know, there as far as like your preparation and things like that. So I think, you know, you're pretty much focused on that, you know, here having this your first fight back since, you know, having that dislocation there. So like, you know, with that type of movement going down, like it looks like, you know, you're really, you know, confident about what's coming up here for Thursday at the Fountain Blue in Las Vegas against Elijah Vines. So you know, what do you intend to like do here in this upcoming fight as far as like being part of that series?
I intend to make a statement. You know, I didn't get on the Scott on accident. You know, we had the sparring this past summer in New York. The event that Box Raw and Ring Magazine put together.
Right.
You know, I went out there and proved myself. You know, they called the Proof Ground for a reason. I went out there and proved myself. Got a call that I would be on this card, and now it's just going out there and showing the fans what they fell in love with when I first started pro.
Yeah, no doubt. You was out there with Rashidi Ellis there for that sparring session out there in New York City and everything like that. So
shout out to, you know, Box Raw, Ring Magazine for putting on the event, and also shout out to Rashidi Ellis. You know, we put on the show for the 3 rounds that we did get to work.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was like, you know, one of the probably most impressive thing that, you know, we saw there during that whole time that was going down out there, because I know it was like going on for like 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours or something. It was crazy.
A lot of good work out there, a lot of good fighters. You know, so to be able to go out there and showcase that shit, it was fun. It was a hell of an experience, and it was a good time.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, I mean, you're getting, you know, having that particular experience that, you know, led into, you know, this position here, you know, so it's like you said, you're gonna have to show up, show out, you know, be very impressive in that, and then, you know, move forward and you know, have the plan that, you know, you wanted to continue to do here with your professional career. You know, like, you know, as they say, sometimes, you know, having one setback isn't really everything. You know what I'm saying? It's about coming back from that.
Like I say, minor setback for a major comeback. You know, middle name ain't major for no reason, man. You know, we looking to do major things, not just in the sport, but in life. You know, and that starts with September 11th.
Yeah, exactly. And I seen, as I was mentioning before, like, when it comes to the doubters, or as they say, the haters, man, it's one thing when you coming up, and you building up your record and everything like that. It's completely different when you have a loss, then they're like really on you. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy that whole O protection. People protecting that O. When they lose that O, they feel like their career over. I feel like you lose that O, your career's just getting started. It's about if you want it. It ain't about, skill at that point. Skill plays a factor, of course. But, it's all about if you want it once you lose that O. And it's about how well you can battle back from adversity.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we see multiple, fighters like respond to losses and eventually become world champions still. So, I mean, the list goes pretty much extensive in this, history of boxing. So it's like you said, man, just having an O is just one thing, but it's how you're able to come back from, your first loss and dealing with adversity there in that particular point. So that's what we're looking at here, coming up for September 11th. So definitely looking forward to seeing you out there at the Fontainebleau in Las Vegas. I mean, it's going to be a long-ass flight going out there, but hey, I mean, we've done it like multiple times over there. So definitely looking forward to that there, coming up for that Underdog Series there, presented by Ring Magazine. And y'all be sure to check them out there. I think it's supposed to be live on the Zone as well.
Yes,
So yeah, y'all be sure to check them out. Jalil Major Hackett back at it there September 11th, Fontainebleau, Las Vegas, man. Thanks for chopping up with the Boxing Source as always.
Man, I appreciate you for having me. Everybody that keep up with me, I appreciate y'all for keeping up with me. Appreciate y'all patience y'all to have for me, man. In September 11th, I'm gonna give y'all a show.
No doubt. Remember, follow Jalil _Hackett on Instagram, yo. Y'all see him. All right.